Coming up, find out about funds granted to Rowan University, an update on the driver who struck and killed a Rowan student, and the weather with Erica Milbourne.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome to another edition of the Rowan Rundown. I'm Christina Rodriguez.
And I'm Rob Marshall. Yesterday, Governor Chris Christie announced that Rowan University will receive more than $117 million to construct new buildings for the College of Engineering and the Rowan College of Business. The funding will allow the university to double enrollment in both engineering and business. Westby, Bozorth, and Wilson will all be receiving renovations from the fundings.
The man who struck and killed Rowan senior Matthew Yule 2 weeks ago has been charged. Derek Gilliam of Bridgeport, Connecticut was charged with vehicular homicide, aggravated assault by auto, and driving while intoxicated today. Gilliam was also charged with a DWI within a school zone. He is being held at Gloucester County Jail. The March of Dimes, an organization that strives to develop and implement local programs that will ultimately improve the health of babies, was at Rowan University this weekend. Over 1,500 people walked Sunday, and Rowan has donated over $1 million over the 10 years they have hosted this annual walk.
The College of Graduate and Continuing Education will host an information session. Representatives will be available to discuss graduate programs, review the application, and answer any questions. This will all take place on Saturday, June 8th at 9:30 a.m. in the Student Ballroom. Today is the last day to pick up your tickets for this year's undergraduate commencement. Visit the Chamberlain Student Center pit between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. There are 2 forms of ID needed.
And here's Allison for more with the baseball, softball, and lacrosse team.
Thanks, guys. Rowan University's softball team beat Keene University 3-1 in the NJAC playoffs this week. The Profs will face the 4-seed Stockton on Friday at 1 p.m. Also, the men's baseball team beat Stockton University 13-0 in the NJAC tournament. They play William Patterson today at 3:30 p.m. The women's lacrosse team had their last game of the regular season last night and also held their senior night where 3 seniors were recognized. They beat Montclair State University 11-9. In other sports news, the Rowan football team registered 493 people for their bone marrow registry at its 5th annual Get in the Game, Save a Life, Be the Match registry. That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
This weekend at Rowan After Hours, check out Movie and a Pinterest Project in the Student Center from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Rob will be showing Movie 43, and the Pinterest projects will be Old Navy flip-flops. Saturday, May 4th, the Student Center Coffee House will be hosting So Long Solo. This duo has headlined over 150 shows and shared the stage with many notable bands. This Friday night in the Student Center pit, up-and-coming pop rock band 21 Pilots will be performing. The group currently has their first radio hit in America, Holding On To You, which has reached 16 on the Billboard Alternative chart. Their single Guns for Hands reached 21 on the Japanese Top 100 Songs chart.
Coming up, more information about the death of a former music star, and Matt Kings goes into depth with a member of the Marketing and Entrepreneurship Program.
Danse, balance-lui la cadence, on lui bien tes hanches, au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou, ton
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.com.
Now here's Leah with your entertainment news.
Thanks, Christina. Okay, well, sorry about that, guys. Rowan University's concert band presents Temper Joy tonight at 8 p.m. in the Fleer Concert Hall. Tickets are $10 for general admission. Seniors and people that do not go to Rowan will be $5. If you are a Rowan student, it is free admission. Come celebrate with 2 Rowan faculty as they read from their newly released young adult novels. There will be a Q&A after the readings and also light refreshments. That's all. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Leah. And now here's Matt Kazin with your in-depth report on the Marketing and Entrepreneurship program here at Rowan University.
Thanks, guys. Joining me today on the program is Alex Kushner, a senior marketing and entrepreneurship student here at Rowan. Alex, thank you for joining me today. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Great to be here, Matt. Thank you very much.
So why don't you start by telling me and our listening audience just a little bit about yourself and your background.
No problem. Like you said, I'm a double major in marketing and entrepreneurship. Be graduating in a few weeks. I've been involved in the entrepreneurship experience program that helps students get that out-of-class experience. It's in its pilot test phase this whole year, and we're looking forward to expanding it out as the next year continues on.
Well, now, why did you come to Rowan? Why did you want to come here? What other schools did you apply to at the time when you were a senior in high school? Boy, 4 years ago, right?
Long time ago. I looked at a lot of them. I looked at Wharton, Drexel, Penn State. A lot of the business schools were just as good as Rowan. Some were even better. However, what Rowan had that they didn't was they're really pushing ahead and expanding out and really trying to create a great program that was unique.
And obviously they're still doing that right now. So tell us a little bit more about this program. Who started it? Who's it run by now?
It was started by a collaboration of all the entrepreneurship professors. They came together realizing that there's a gap in the students who are graduating with the theory that they have versus out-of-class experiences. And it's run by an associate of theirs, Dr. Kazachin. Currently in hand, though, it's run by a graduate student who handles the day-to-day operations named Paul Boland.
So what students are allowed to be in this type of program? Is there an age requirement in terms of freshman, sophomore, junior, senior? Is there any requirement like that?
There's no requirement. The only requirement is that you're an entrepreneurship student and that you, once you're involved in the program, that you reach each milestone objective. The objective is to get 100 out-of-class points, and the points come from going to different networking events, workshops, to really help you reach that next level of understanding where you want to go when you graduate.
Now, you were telling me prior to the taping about networking. And of course, as senior students, myself included, we all know that it's important to network. But what is so important in the business world in terms of networking and networking effectively?
Especially in the business world, especially in the entrepreneurship world, networking is going to be pivotal for getting your capital funding, getting all your supplies, launching your business out there whatsoever, getting the investors. So by having those networking skills and actually having a network set up when they go to graduate, entrepreneurship students are going to be able to go launch their business ventures once they have it written down.
Now, you also mentioned experience outside of the classroom. What's so important about that?
Well, you learn a lot of theory, and Rowan's great at teaching, giving you a great foundation, but especially with like entrepreneurship or marketing, it's really hard to figure out what area you want to go into, what kind of business you want to launch, even invest in. So what the out-of-class experience does is it really helps you get to that last yard, so to say, get you that last experience.
And since you're a senior, like we said, you've been in the program now for 4 years. How has Rowan helped you?
What Rowan's really done is they've taught me, like I said, taught a great base, but they also allowed me to explore different ideas that I want to have and help me really create a real good 5 and 10 year focus about where I want to be, where I want to go, and what I want to do.
And what are your expectations for the program as time goes by?
My expectations for the program is that from freshman year on, students are going to be working on creating their business ideas and entrepreneurial values. And from when the second they graduate, they're going to be able to launch it out there.
And not to put you on the spot, but do you have any plans for the future jobs lined up now that you're almost, a week or two away from graduation?
Not a problem. I'm currently looking at a different marketing jobs. I'm also exploring different ventures to invest in and become partnerships with.
Okay, well, Alex, thank you. It's been a pleasure having you on. Best
of luck to you.
Been great
being on here. Thank you.
Guys, back to you at the desk.
Now we have Kim Kerr here with us with more information about 2 review sessions to help with next week's finals. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you.
So, Kim, what is Study Madness by Palooza?
Study Madness and Biopalooza is a review session that will be held by science professors. They'll be just reviewing some science classes right around in the science building and outside of the science building, and there will be an area for students that just want to study.
Now, Kim, when and where will this be held?
It's going to be this Saturday, May 4th, from 10 a.m. to about 4 p.m. in and outside of the Science Building.
And who's running this event?
It's a few different groups. It's the Pre-Health Society, Pre-Allied Health Club, Biology Club, and the Office of Health Professionals.
Will it feature anything besides just studying?
Yeah, there's actually going to be a barbecue outside, and there's going to be some rec games just in case you want to take a break from studying. So.
That sounds fun.
Nice. That sounds very fun.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Coming up, Erica has the weather and Cameron has his own commentary.
Packers. Vikings. Packers. Vikings. Vikings.
Red state, blue state, vegan.
Carnivore.
We come from different places.
Uptown.
Downtown.
Optimist.
We come to different conclusions.
Half empty.
Half full.
But when we live united, we create real, lasting change in the building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities,
Live.
our families,
United.
even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Bring this one.
And now, it's time for a little commentary from our own Cameron Burns. In this week's In Your Opinion, Cameron sheds a little light on a bill that could affect your internet privacy.
All right, this CISPA, the Cyber Intelligence Sharing and Protection Act, is intended to give private companies the ability to work with the government to stop cyber threats. However, the act is controversial because it would override privacy policies in place that would allow the government to access personal information from internet users. CISPA would permit any private company from giving away any and all data that has been collected on you when asked by a government agency. That's right, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Google, and any other private company will be forced to share any and all information that they know about you. In my opinion, that's not good news for some of you college students that don't want corporations or the government knowing all of your actions. In my opinion, we need to let the government know that this is not acceptable. Thank you.
This Thursday at Rowan After Hours is Win It to Minute. Raw is bringing their own version of the popular TV game show, Minute to Win It, to Rowan University, where entering in random challenges can give you a chance to win some cool prizes. The event takes place in the Student Center pit from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Friday night, 9:30, come out and enjoy the new comedy, Movie 43, a collection of short comedy films. This event will take place in room 221 of the Student Center. Also on Friday night, enjoy the music from the new coming band, 21 Pilots. The band recently signed a recording contract with Fueled by Raymond Records, the record label that launched Paramore, Panic at the Disco, The Academy Is, and Cobra Starship's career. The event will take place 9 p.m. in the Student Center pit. Be sure to come out and enjoy this exciting event.
And here's Erica Milborn with your week's weather forecast.
Thanks, guys. Now, this morning we did start off a little cool, but you gotta say it did warm up, and it turned out to be a beautiful day with a high of 76 and a low of 49 expected for today. Now, we are expecting a picture-perfect weekend, so let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. Friday, we're looking at sunny with a high of 63 degrees and a low of 45. Saturday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 70 and a low of 45. So that's your best day to get out and get something done. Now, Sunday, it's still going to be sunny with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 43. Monday, it's mostly sunny with a high of 68 and a low of 52. Now, on Tuesday, you do want to be sure to get out your umbrellas because we are expecting a chance of a few showers with a high of 69, which is still really, really good, but we're going to have a low of 56 degrees. Now we're going to take a look at our weather window. Now, as you can see, it's actually beautiful outside. People are sitting out there enjoying the warm weather and so forth, but you have to be worried and concerned at this time of year because of the pollen. Do you have allergies? Are you suffering with allergies, either one of you?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Definitely. So you want to make sure you take your Claritin or whatever medications you take, because this time of year is very, very iffy when it comes down to this weather and your allergies.
Yes, very good advice. Thank you, Erica.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping for rain to get rid of the pollen.
Yes.
Let it wash it away. Tuesday is rain. It'll wash it away.
Can't wait for Tuesday.
Yes.
That's all for the Rowan Rundown. I'm Rob Marshall.
And I'm Christina Rodriguez. Enjoy the beautiful weather. And remember, April showers bring May flowers.